I'm Klay Klemic. This is going to be the first of a detailed look at the 20212 drill. I did an overview of that, so if you haven't seen that, you'll want to look up the overview of that 20212 drill. This here is a 3-year-old draft named Penelope. She has just a handful of rides on her, and today is the first day I've ridden her for at least 2 months. So she's a little bit, I just trotted her around here in the arena. It's actually her first time in the big arena because this winter was pretty bad and we finally got good ground out here. Anyway, this will be an honest good look at what day one of this drill looks like because I've never put her on that drill yet. So as I said in that overview video, all I'm going to be looking for is to come over here, and I'm just going to do about 7 times. Come down here with both feet on, 2, 0, 2, 1. Try to get it there. I'll explain what I'm trying to do here later on, but 1, still kind of on that 1. Now I need more draw. 1, oh, that's all right. And then 2. Oh, almost 2. I need to get this bend. Oh, there we got it. All right. So I'm just going to explain the very first part, the 2. All right. We'll do the 0212 later on. As we propel our horse forward, I'm going to have both feet on. Another little side note, this saddle is the Nancy Hogan saddle. It's not quite allowing me the freedom that I would like, but I've got my flatter saddle over on another horse right now, so I put the Nancy Hogan on. I would recommend you use a saddle that allows you more freedom of movement than this one does. First thing I want to do is put both feet on this horse a little bit further forward than you're maybe used to, and have this horse just move out straight. So my straight line is going to be right here. I just need to send him straight. And as I go, we're going to work on suppleness and some collection here. So I'm going to come along here. Both feet are in him, both feet are driving, and I'm working an imaginary cow, which we'll say is you guys over this way. So I'm going to stay parallel, drive with both feet, okay? And as I go, I can't have this horse's head up in the air. There's no point in moving on to the next step. I need this horse to be subtle or supple first. So that's all I'm working on here. Both feet on, driving them forward. And really, they ought to know this before you ever begin doing this drill, because you should have already got them trotting and loping in circles before you ever ask them for this drill. I'll come around here now. And another thing to keep in mind, we want to be parallel to our imaginary cow or to our real cow later on, or to the cow flag. We want to be parallel with a straight body. But there are times, especially later on, even though we want parallel, we want just a little bit of a nose tip towards the cow. We want them watching the cow. We want to be watching the cow. We want the horse to be watching the cow, but we just don't want them shouldering in to the cow like that. So we need parallel, but it's good to have a little tiny little bit of bend. So as I go forward, I've got my imaginary cow in mind, and this cow side leg, or this inside leg, can help the horse. There we go. Can help the horse. This would be parallel. This here, there, just kind of helps them. Almost like you were going to do a lead departure off to that direction. So as I go straight, sometimes I just want to be looking ahead and get them going straight. And then other times I want to watch my imaginary cow and create just a little bit of that kind of bend in their body, where they're still going straight, but they've got just a little bit of bend here. She's not giving it to me. It's good for you to see this, because this is what it'll look like. There you go. All right. So that's how we want to drive them forward. I'm not going to ask her to do it at a trot. She's just not ready for it yet. I'll go ahead and hop on the older colt and show you just a little bit more refinement. All right, so here I am on Pilgrim, a little bit of an older colt. Just fun. We got him in the Hackamore today. I'll go ahead and show you again on him what we're looking for as we drive forward. So again, you're that imaginary cow. I'm going to have both my feet on him. And as I'm watching, I want, hopefully it's a little more obvious here, just a little bit of bend. I'm going straight, but I'm not completely straight. If I were to be looking at you, I'm not necessarily straight and just looking straight. Rather, get a little bit of draw here. Rather than that, say my cow's out here, I'm going to be watching there, and even though I'm going straight, I've got just a little bit of bend. That allows me to easily, later on, if we're not at this step yet, but to easily draw around on that outside hind and send them out. That's your first little step to work on, and you can work on that. You can work on that out on any time, on a trail or anywhere you're riding your horse. And I work on that all the time without even thinking about it. And that's why it's really easy for them to pick up this drill, because even on the very first trail ride I take them out on, you know, I've got both legs on them all the time, so they're already used to that. And as I need to make little adjustments for rocks and logs and whatever's over there, a branch that might hit me in the head, instead of just wandering and meandering around the trail to get around objects, we can drift their shoulders. So if I've got a big rock ahead of me, I can just kind of drift my shoulders and get around the rock. I want to get around a branch, I'll just drift my shoulders, go around the branch. So that just gives them a whole lot of reason for what we're asking them, and it just really helps them understand to drive forward in a straight line with just a little bit of cow side bend. Later on, next video, I'll explain to you the O, or the stop.